Alright, so if you want to print string and integer together, how can we do that? So if you are aware of another programming languages, if you are asked to print something like this, value is and the b variable. So basically this is variable, and if you add that it in the strings, then it will not get the value out of it, right? So basically we put that string in double quotes, and actual variable we will concatenate with plus operator and put the variable here, so that this output would be value is b is 5, right? Value is 5 will be printed. That's how we do in another programming languages if you want to concatenate a string and the variable value. But in Python this will throw an error, and it has strict data type integration where it will not allow concatenating a string and integer. You have a way to do it, but this is not the way to achieve in Python. So let's see how to do that then. These are so delicate topics which you have to understand when you come from another programming language. Okay, so I have designed these lectures in such a way that it will be easy for you to transit to Python if you have some another programming language already idea like Java, JavaScript or C Sharp, C or anything. Okay, so I'm showing you what exactly the differences between the Python and other programming languages, right? So here you have to get two values. One is this string and this is variable, and you want to concatenate, right? If that is the case, you first have to put two flower braces, informing Python that I am going to get two values. Okay, that should be in double quotes, and then dot format is the method which will help you to give the details of what these values are. First value is this is what we are going to print, right? So you can comfortably pass that as the first argument, and the second argument what you have to pass is b, right? Right. So basically you have to print this value is b. Same thing we were doing it in a format method, and we all know that this is string and this is integer. So you have to separate string and integer as two arguments. Value is b in a format method, and you have to give them here in flower braces. So when you execute it, the first argument value is will come and fall here, and the b which is 5 value will fall here, so that the whole string will be value is 5. So when you try to print it, it will actually print this value which is present in the double quotes. So it is your responsibility to pass values to this flower braces, and the first argument will just go to the first flower brace and second argument will go to the second flower braces. And if you have value is b, and then if you are trying to print few more text like this, then you have a third flower brace and pass the third argument here, so that it will replace at runtime. So you want to see this in your output print console, right? So let me say print, that's it. So save this and run either using run first demo or control shift F10, and you see that value is 5 you have printed in the output. So this is the way you can actually concatenate two different data types. If it is a string, then if both values are string, then you can simply type it here. But if they are one is string and one is another data type, you have to use format method to carefully pass all the values, and for all those values create this flower braces. That's it, and you can see this in the output. All right. Now, so how to know what kind of data type our each variable is having? So because we are not explicitly defining data type, right? So we know Python is automatically understanding what kind of data type it is. But for us to know how Python is treating that variable, to know what kind of data type it is attaching to our variable. If you want to know that, there is a command called type. If you pass your variable and if you print, it will tell you what kind of variable b is attached to. Okay, let's see. You see that it's telling that it's an integer. And let's see what is for c. Print type c. Control Shift F10, and this is a float because this is in decimal values. All right. What's the last one? D. Obviously this should be string because whatever we passed it in the double quotes. Perfect. So we have now the data types of the variables what we passed with the help of type command, and first one is integer and float and string. Right? So now let's try to understand what are data types in Python. So till now we just understood that these data types are not explicitly needed to declare, and if you want to know what kind of data type Python is attached, we have used type command to get. But in the next lecture, let's see what are different data types Python support and how they are categorized. Okay, right. See you in the next lecture. Thank you.